I was here eating my lunch, and here we go. We got another trade. The Charlotte Hornets trade Cody Martin, Vasilije Micic in a 2026 second-round pick for Jusuf Nurkic in a 2026 first-round pick. So we basically moved that second for a first, and then we trade two players for the salary of Jusuf Nurkic. That gives us a center, as we traded Mark Williams and we've traded Nick Richards. And I don't think there's really much to say about Jusuf Nurkic as far as he is very aggressive. He is a big body. He likes to body up people in the paint. I think that we were missing that aggressiveness. I'm not saying that this is a win-now move. It's more so we get the pick, and then also it allows us to clear salary a little quicker. So I think that because next year we were going to create the salary anyway, just by I think Micic would have ran out if we would have picked up his option, and so would Cody. So in this way, while we are taking more, it does allow you to maybe possibly trade Nurkic next year in order to gain a little more assets. But he's probably going to be our center until further notice, and I wouldn't even be mad if we just let his contract run off the books. It's not as though I'm looking for a huge return, but you could think of it as Cody, Micic in a second got us, this first round pick, which is obviously the prize, and then whatever Nurkic could eventually get you. So there's not really much to analyze. Nurkic, he flirts with a 3-point shot, so that could help a little bit because it will be the first big ever. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Could it be the first big ever that even could try to stretch the floor? I mean, maybe you could think of Frank Kaminsky, but still, come on now. Yeah, I mean, off the top of my head, yeah, I would say so. Outside of Frank, but anyway, there's not really much to say about Nurkic himself. But still, I'm very excited about it. Being able to get that first round pick, we have a ton of picks right now. So as a Hornets fan, I'm just excited because this is what we wanted. Cody, I've always said Cody is as good as the players around him. So if you're a Suns fan coming over to check out this video, Cody's going to be decent for you. He's going to be pretty good. At times when we were at our fullest in terms of health, that was the best Cody Martin I saw. But then, as much as we dealt with injuries, it just felt impossible to really get him going. That's just because that's not his game. So playing with Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, I think that's going to open things up for him. He's going to look a lot better. Is that probably what you wanted? Probably not if I'm a Suns fan. I don't know if that would be, this is going to take us to the next level, but he definitely is going to help you win some games and then also give you a little more favorable matchups. So I think that could be good for y'all. Micic gives you another guy that you may feel comfortable having the ball in his hand a little bit, but I could see him getting better, with better talent around him. But some of his decision make, I don't know. It just felt from the very start that he didn't want to be here in Charlotte. So I feel as though, especially once he lost his backup position, I feel as though, maybe like a change of scenery was good for him, and maybe you can see an uptick in his play. He is shooting 36% from three. I promise you, as you watch him, it's not going to look like it. It's not going to look like he's shooting 36% from three. It's going to look like he's shooting 26%. Either way, good ball handler. He reminds me of some of the plays he tries to pull off. He reminds me of LaMelo in that matter. That's why I thought he would be a good bridge backup, because I feel as though they process the game the same. The talent just isn't the same. Which, I think Micic has a good mind. He was a EuroLeague MVP for a reason. It just wasn't going to work here, especially once again we're missing everybody. So what was the point? But yeah, mainly for the Hornets, I think that Nurkic is a great bridge center. I'm recording this video, so maybe he could be flipped again. I don't know. As of right now, he's not. But yeah, Nurkic is going to be a great bridge center. He's going to what we wanted from Mark and even Nick, as big as they are. I just didn't feel like they were physical enough, and I definitely believe Nurkic is going to be physical enough. It's just going to be he's just not that great, especially defensively. We're trying to end the season, so does it really even matter? Not really. We just needed someone to play the minutes. So I think having him and then probably looking to flip him next year, or maybe even let him run off the books, will be good for us. But the biggest thing is just getting that pick, which I believe I saw that it's the worst of a Wizards. Who else? Wizards, Magic, and who is the third team? Oh, the Suns. It's the worst pick between the Wizards, Magic, and Suns in 2026. You could almost flirt around and think that could be a top 20 pick, almost maybe even a lottery pick. Just because I don't know, I'm not saying I sit here and watch all the Orlando Magic games, but I follow Orlando Magic accounts and whatnot, and I do watch some games. And I don't know. I mean, I know they dealt with injury, but like even healthy, it just feels like something's not clicking for them at times. But then other times they go on big runs. So that's a shaky thing. We know the Wizards probably aren't going to jump and be automatically good next year. So that pick, and depending on what's going on with the Suns, that pick is going to be huge for the Hornets. It could because it easily could be a lottery pick, but at worst top 20, which still isn't a good pick, especially if you're the Hornets and you probably end up somewhere in the lottery as well next year. You could package those up and move up for a guy you want. I don't know, but we will see. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I don't want to run too long on these videos. I want to do a big video of just talking about everything after, because you never know. We still have like an hour left. Yeah, just a little over an hour left. So anything could happen. I don't want to waste time trying to upload this video and then something happens. So I'm going to cut this short. But thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned because I will be back.